Comics, we're back! After another short hiatus because of Brian's work schedule, we are back.
Yeah, but nobody even knew we were gone.
I knew we were gone, and I missed us.
Matters. Yeah, I missed us too, Mark. We're
back, and we're better than ever.
We put out there the second part of the Phantom newsletter episode. We also...
The only time Brian's ever been controversial in his life.
Yeah.
You kind of live a controversial life, Brian Kazaska.
What do you mean, controversial?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, newsletter.
I guess suspended.
College radio show. Got kicked off the air.
You know, podcast.
You're now a renegade podcast that no one listens to. You're kind of controversial gentleman.
20 people, you know.
You're
can't
a controversial
be wrong.
guy.
Oh, controversial. And then I re-edited last year's East Windsor Con episode.
I heard it was quite the hit.
And
got picked up by a newspaper even.
Well, not the episode. That was the flyer that Scott Pellin put out.
Yes, I know.
And so last week you got to hear a re-edited version of that, where I put the new date and time. And it was a hit. I think yesterday went down very well.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought it was pretty cool.
I mean, other than parking sucked.
Parking was
everyone said that, but
that was,
I had a great spot.
That was just the way the building is. You can't really do anything about that.
Over 200 plus people showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, Scott had told us that around 2.
Yeah.
So you have to figure more people
like another 100 or so might have wandered in and out. That's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah.
For a first-time event at a location. New location.
And I think it went over very well. It was a little bit more cramped, but it also made it feel like there was a lot more people there.
Yeah, a lot more going on, too.
You know, I kind of feel like if it... Say, for instance, we'll just play devil's advocate, right?
Uh-huh.
Say Scott and... Say Golden Gavel's like, okay, we want you back, or we're willing to work with you.
Yeah.
Now that...
You have that as you have a bargaining chip, so to speak.
Well, I'm also looking at it this way. Now, a bunch of people who went to this, who never went to the East Windsor one, say it went back to, say hypothetical, it goes back to the East Windsor one. Now these people are aware and might be more willing to go out to the East Windsor one. But if it stays here in October, I think there'll be a more...
I think it has a better chance of building a reputation at this location than it does at the other location.
I agree. But I'm just saying Golden Gavel has the room.
I think the advantage of the new location is it's surrounded by...
Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, it's next to Dunkin' Donuts. That's one.
Yeah.
But it's also easy on-off highway access.
Yep.
And it's on a main...
Route 5.
And it's on a main throughway. It's not like down a road.
Yeah.
Away. Like
a Y? A big Y?
Yeah.
Also, it was interesting to hear people talk. Like I overheard a guy say, I was at Dunkin' Donuts and I saw the sign and I had to come over.
Yeah.
So I think Dunkin' Donuts, Sunday mornings, Dunkin' Donuts is always packed.
It is.
Now the rain might have hindered some people, but the turnout was great for a rainy day.
I think also the parking situation might have hindered some people from coming in.
A lot of smart people parked across the street.
Yeah, but there's also people I think that pulled in, looked for a parking spot, couldn't find one, pulled back out. Kind of
well, there's snow on the ground, and normally there wouldn't be, and you could park on the grass.
Yeah, you could.
It was muddy.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that cold out.
It was drizzly and rainy.
Yeah. I mean...
damp.
But overall, Scott was very happy with the turnout.
I would be, too.
And I highly recommend, if you didn't go... And in October, it's there again. You got to go.
I think it's going to be like October. I don't know the exact date.
It's always the last Sunday in October.
Because it takes the place of the monthly last Sunday shows in Plainville, at the VFW in Plainville.
Yes.
Which will be happening next month, March 30th, I want to say.
I believe you.
Yeah.
And we will be going to the CliffCon in June.
Yes.
At the end of June. We'll keep it
June 30th.
June 30th.
It's a hotel in Berlin right across from ESPN. I don't know the exact name of the hotel.
It's actually a great time. We're going to be there. We will definitely promote the hell out of that as we're getting closer. But that was very nice of Cliff to invite us.
It'll be March 31st at Plainville. VFW.
Gotcha, the Plainville.
Yes.
So we got that in June. I'm looking forward to that. I had a great time. I'm hoping in October I will have stuff to sell. I think I'm going to get into the business of getting purging and some selling. I already have a name for my.
You need a name.
Yeah, of course you need a name.
Who? Why?
My name of my little business. Get this.
Okay.
BK Toys. And I'm going to take the old logo,
God.
reverse the K and B. It's my initials. How cool is that? I told Allison that. I go, because
Did she like shrug and just be like, "Huh"?
she
Brian?
thought that was pretty good.
Ha,
She
ha.
goes, that's pretty good.
Because she's married to you, so she has to be nicer to you than I have to.
That, no. She does not. Generally, she would tell me.
She's just. I bet she. I'm learning that you're not. I'm not as funny as I always thought I was.
Who?
Me.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You
glad.
find that you're like, well, like, I'm pretty sure you've like not like in a bad way, but I'm pretty sure you've experienced this too. Like things you thought were funny,
Yeah, they're not funny.
they're not funny.
They're only funny
You're
to
not as
you.
funny as you thought you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A significant other brings in the check.
Yeah.
They check you.
And balance.
Checks and balances, baby. You need
Yes.
that in life.
Yes.
Because you don't want to make a fool out of yourself.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I've learned. I've been acting the fool for a long time.
I could have told you that,
Yeah.
but
Well, you don't really listen to other people,
you? No, you never listen to anybody.
but now I actually have to listen to somebody.
Uh-huh.
And
You do.
It's
God, sleeping on the couch if you don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although we have a fold out couch, which is like a Tempur-Pedic couch, so it probably wouldn't be as bad, but I still don't want to sleep on it.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot of work.
I like my name, BK Toys.
Yeah. Don't know why I need a name, but sure.
I need a name.
I don't think I've seen like one or two people actually, or like if they're actual like comic book shops
Yeah, they have names.
have their names.
Yeah,
on their
like-
shirts. Like Heroes Legacy has a booth.
Yeah,
but I don't-
They have
like-
shirts that say
Yeah,
Heroes
not
Legacy.
like other random people who are just selling stuff don't have like.
There was a
names.
guy at the end who's had Conan stuff, and Jay was talking to him, and I said, "You don't have a store?" He goes, "No. I just go to these and sell stuff."
Yeah.
And he had a card, and on his card is the name of his shop,
Yeah.
his virtual shop. He sells stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
So if you had a virtual shop,
So in other words, you're gonna make a Vistaprint visit and get KB Toys cards made.
BK Toys.
Oh, BK Toys.
Yes, of course.
Sure, Burger King is gonna come after you for the BK thing.
No, because those are initials for Burger King.
Oh, okay.
I will not be saying the word Whopper
Okay.
or Burger King, or would you like an extra fry with that?
Okay.
So,
I'm just checking.
yeah. Anyway, it was a great time.
Yeah, it was.
And John came out.
I know it was a
and
long
Jay.
trip for him. I was amazed he was able to drive down the street to the event.
And he was
He
wearing.
had to go to lunch.
He was
with
wearing
his
flip
wife.
flops.
Yeah, of course he is. I'm surprised he wasn't in shorts.
He's one of those guys.
He is. He just makes you want to punch him in the face sometimes. Walk around in flip flops in the middle of February.
Well, I mean, as he put
But
it,
even
it was
more-
a balming 40.
It was like 40 degrees
It was
outside.
still cold.
And it was raining. It
know.
wasn't that warm outside. But made me think about it more was that he went to lunch with his wife in flip flops. Did he do that? Or did he change into flip flops?
No, he's probably wearing them all day.
Yeah. That's weird.
Hey,
John's in a perpetual state of like living in Hawaii or something. He thinks he's like on an island somewhere.
you know, during these cold months, I perpetually live in my mind. Oh, it's going to be beautiful out.
I know, but I'm not going to wear flip flops outside.
True. I don't do that. I do occasionally walk
I'm
barefoot.
going to
in
bust
the
out the
house.
sandals in the middle of February.
So that happened. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So last night,
Matt Ryan was there. He was
Matt
drawing
Ryan.
like crazy.
Yeah, I saw his zombie.
Yeah, his Zombies jersey.
Yeah, you didn't talk.
They played last night. They won.
They won.
They did.
So they are not an NBA team. They
No,
are.
they're an ABA team,
Now,
which is
what
like
is
the
an ABA?
lowest like version of basketball you can get to.
is basically one step lower between them and high school kids.
No, college. I would say like
Okay.
if you don't make the NBA and you don't play like the
College.
minor league of the NBA and you don't play overseas, this is like another league you can play in.
Now, do they get paid?
They can be, but they aren't.
Okay, so
It's like very.
it's recreational,
It's
but it's a league.
semi-pro, they would say.
So who owns the team?
The guy from the shops at Eastfield.
Okay. So
Markets at Eastfield.
he doesn't pay them.
They have contracts. I don't get it. I don't know the actual.
Yeah, we don't have to get into it. We don't.
But I know that
there
is an option that they can be paid.
Okay.
So I don't
Good
know.
for them.
It's not like
But it's not their full-time gig. I guess that's what I'm getting at.
No. They all have like real
have
jobs and stuff, and
Wow.
this is like a thing they do on the side.
It's like a passion.
Yeah.
They're not good enough to play in the NBA, but they want to play basketball.
Well, they want to get to that. They don't like. They're all aiming to get to that point. It's
Gotcha.
all guys who weren't drafted, played like Division II basketball.
The other guys.
Yeah.
We are the other guys.
Yeah.
And they broadcast on the Ocho
They do.
right after a Squirrels
Squirrels on
skiing.
skis. Yes.
on the Ocho.
Yeah. They're 10-1
Cool.
with their win last night. Their final home game is this weekend at the South End CUNY Center in Springfield,
Cool.
right around the corner from the MGM.
And you film them, and they air on public access.
We do, yeah.
And I air on my public access.
yeah,
So I
I'm
like them a
actually
lot. They're
doing
good.
the last game that they played. I'm just finishing that up and exporting that out now. But the game from last night, also working on this week.
Are you going to be filming their last game?
Yes, yeah. I won't be there. I think I have a hockey game that night, but it will be. I think James is doing it or something like that.
Cool. Awesome.
But yeah, so that'll be going on.
I love the logo. I love the reversible jersey.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
What, $90 for that thing?
Yeah, they aren't selling any this year. They just made the ones for the team, and Matt got one because he made the logo.
Yes.
But yeah, I think next year they're gonna possibly. They're all made local too. They made it 28 prints, I think, which is in Springfield.
I mean, that's good. That's
So,
good.
Ludlow,
It's a great
one of those.
logo, and I
Yeah.
highly recommend people checking it out.
Yeah,
What's the name of it again? What's
Western
the name?
Mass Zombies. They're on
Okay.
Facebook.
Western. If you like local basketball,
If you're looking for something to do,
you can turn yourself into the new Spike Lee.
It's family friendly. It's
and
only
just
like
sit there.
$5 a ticket to get in. Because it's at the CUNY Center.
And you bring your own food.
No, they have a little concession booth there.
Cool.
Or you can bring your own.
You
but
bring your own
they-
coffee or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. It's a fun little time.
Cool.
The team, and after every game, they have an autograph session with the whole team and everything, so you get to meet the players and
Yeah.
the kids all love that because they think they're all professional basketball players. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
One of these guys could be the next LeBron.
yeah.
could
One
be
of the
the
guys
next
that's on
Michael
the
Jordan.
team just got done playing in Spain and is now playing with these guys. So I mean, yeah, it's decent basketball. I'm not even a huge fan of basketball, but I enjoy going to the games because they're entertaining.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scoring, a lot of like the final scores are always like 135 to 113 or something.
Shit. Yeah.
So yeah, so it's a lot of basketball going on.
I was waiting for
I'm not a huge basketball
this is
fan.
such a pregnant pause. I was like, what's he going to end this
It really
with?
was like the whole thing started with because Matt made the logo,
Yeah, I know.
and I know Bill because he owns the shops or the markets,
Yeah.
and so it just kind of like happened. It was like, hey, I do video, you need video. Why not? I'll help you out.
It's
kinda how it happened.
video.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
kinda-
video.
Yeah, it's how we know how that works. It's like
Yeah. That's
you
good.
know, I'll help you out, help get the word out for you.
I like it.
Yeah, it's like yesterday with the show. I was standing in the room talking to Scott, and they have the TVs in the four corners. I remember they do the bingo there, so I know they have like a way to get video up there. So that's what the whole thing with the like doing video on the TV screens. You know,
Yeah, sort of stills up or
yeah,
something.
you just think of things.
Yeah.
It's a curse of my life. There's always thinking of what video I could be doing. I'm pretty. Do you have that too?
Sometimes. Depends if I'm interested in it or not. I don't.
But if it's just like
if it's
just pop in
mundane,
your, but
I
if it
don't
just
care.
pop in your head randomly, like you're sitting and you're just like, you know what,
Yes.
I could help do this by doing this.
No. I always think to myself, I could be in this music video. When I'm driving in my car, I think of how I can incorporate myself and make a music video to a song I like.
Oh,
And then how I would film it, and I know how I would do it, and how I would edit it,
yeah.
and then I don't do it. But in my mind, I know exactly how.
Do you have that thing too, like when you watch the movie and then you're like, you know what I would have done?
No, I'm more into going.
Like if it was shots, like I watched a Netflix movie. It was the one with Chevy Chase and Richard Dreyfuss, The Last Laugh.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty funny. It was all right for a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
But there was like one scene which bugs me when they do continuity issues. Mm-hmm. Like there's a scene where Dreyfuss and Chevy Chase are talking to each other like in a hotel room, and they're sitting at bed, and in like the straight-on shots, Richard Dreyfuss, he's not wearing glasses. But every behind shot,
Yes, I
Richard
hate that
Dreyfuss,
too.
he is wearing glasses.
Yes.
And I'm like, whose job was it to pay attention to these things?
Yep. You know, exactly. You know what? When I watch one-camera sitcoms, like I go back. I'm watching Community again, which I love, but I notice Community is pretty good. But a lot of shows like that where they're doing over the shoulder and then the face, they're having a conversation, but the person's mouth say the camera's over.
Talking.
Yes.
And they're not. Their head doesn't move or anything. It just stands still.
Yes.
Like, no one talks with their head.
The lines are already, because they film, for people who don't know, they put the camera in front of one person, they do all their lines.
Yes.
And the other person just sits there. Stands there and either kind of reacts a little bit, but not much.
There's no like conversation.
Yeah. And then they put the camera facing the other way, they do the same, and they edit it together.
It's not a two-camera conversation.
And sometimes you can notice that the person, even though you hear the lines and
their head doesn't move.
Yes, it bothers me.
Which, if you ever try to do it, it's really awkward for you to try to sit there with your head perfectly still and talk. It feels like you turned into a robot.
Well, you see their you would see their cheeks moving.
Yeah. Peas and carrots. Peas and carrots.
Yeah. Or you can tell when they cut back, if it's a couple seconds off.
Yes.
Their mouth wasn't even moving. Things like that bother me. Yes. Which
I think, like, if I wasn't in television, I would never notice these things.
No.
Like, even sporting events, I notice a lot more stuff. Like, I'll be like, oh.
Well, you watch a lot of sporting events.
Why would you do that? That's a bad camera shot. Don't do it that way.
I mean, they're live.
Like, even last night during the Oscars, there's a couple, like, little things. It's like, oh, why?
They cut something too quickly.
Yes.
They cut to an audience member. You know what bothers me when they cut to an audience member who isn't reacting?
Well, because it's a delay. So they don't see it. That's the thing. Everything is shot in delay now.
Yeah, so I know, but you know, if you see someone laughing, you cut to the person laughing.
Yeah, but they always do it like, if it's like a crowd shot, it's like a shot on the person, and then it's 7 seconds later, you see like they see themselves on like a Jumbotron or whatever screen, or they see themselves on whatever video screen is near them, and they're like, oh man, I'm on TV. So that's why you always get that lag, because it's them not seeing it. Cause it takes 7 seconds for you to shoot it, then to go to the thing.
I get
and then
that.
Transmitted, then brought back to the TV screen.
I get that. But if you see a crowd of people clapping, cut to the clapping and not someone just standing still.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. I get what you're saying.
There's also the thing of being a camera guy. You get that shot of the person like really excited, and then you're like waiting for the director to take your shot.
And they stop.
And then when the director does take your shot, the person's like, stops. And you're just like on a person. Yeah. And the director's like, what happened? What happened to your shot? I'm like, the person stopped. I'm not going to scream across the arena.
Keep clapping.
Hey, keep clapping. What's wrong with you?
So speaking of the Oscars.
Yes.
Overall, I watched all the movies but A Star Is Born. I think all the movies were
let the Jake in.
Good. Oh, Jake is here?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
You can keep talking.
No. No, Jake is here. We're going to play some music or something. Ready? You back?
Yes.
All right. Just play GB&E.
That's fine.
Jake is back?
Jake is here. Sorry, my we came in with him. And,
oh, boy.
Want to talk about Matt Ryan's car situation, so. You heard about that, right?
Yes.
Matt Ryan's car died?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big news.
So he's been trying to find a new car. And just, trying to help him out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what were we talking about?
The Oscars.
Yes, the Oscars. The winners were.
I was saying how I enjoyed all the movies that I watched for Best Picture.
Yeah, I didn't. The only one I saw was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
But it was really good.
it was good.
It was excellent.
It was so me and Allison watched that Saturday, and that was one of the last. We watched that in Roma, and I wish we watched them in reverse because
Roma's a downer.
yeah, and Bohemian Rhapsody is
It's
an
still
upper,
kind of a downer.
but it's an upper.
Yeah, but it ends in a downer. It's not like
Yeah, well, no, they're performing at the.
Freddie Mercury passes away.
But I know that happens.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's still not a.
Roma, I didn't know anything.
Yeah. I got you.
Anyway,
I got you.
Bohemian Rhapsody, it's like, yeah, I love Queen, and we've been listening to Queen in the house all weekend, and Queen's stuck in your head, and it's such amazing music, and Freddie Mercury was such an amazing person.
Yes.
But I don't know. Do you want me to tell you this? So Sunday, Allison.
I watched the movie. I know what happens in it.
Yeah, but so Allison, People Magazine did a whole pictorial about Freddie Mercury. She's like, oh, I got to read it now. I want to know more. And she started digging. She's like, well, now I know why the critics didn't really like it as much. And I'm like, why?
Because it glossed over a lot.
It glossed over a lot, but it also, a lot of those things in the movie didn't happen at all.
Yeah.
And it was cliche.
Yeah.
They watered it down big time.
Yeah.
And the reality of things would have been way more interesting.
Yeah.
And it's sad they portrayed Freddie Mercury's life in such a typical paint-by-numbers rock star fashion.
Well, I think it was, that was
Sucks.
loosely based on Freddie Mercury's life.
Yes, it is not in any way
a documentary.
No.
And it was also broad-stroked, produced by the last two members of Queen that are still alive. Brian May and Roger.
Well, they approved of it.
Yeah.
They approved of it.
And I think, being the circumstances of how things ended, I was not surprised that they were more like, we want to kind of paint Reddy in a better light than.
No, actually, the things they changed would not. The things they changed were not detrimental to making Freddie Mercury look bad.
Yeah.
He didn't tell his bandmates he had AIDS until years after they performed.
Well, I know, but I think it was just they couldn't.
That guy with the mustache who kind of got his manager fired.
Yes.
And it was ignoring the phone calls, not telling Freddie about
Live Aid.
Live
and all
Aid.
this stuff.
That didn't happen. He got fired because one of the days he had a big party, he trashed his house. He broke up with him.
Yeah.
In the movie, they do have the part where he goes out to the press. That did happen.
Yeah.
But he never, and Freddie Mercury never broke up the band. He was not going to be the first band member to go solo.
Yeah, Brian May was.
Brian May had 2 solo albums. The drummer had a solo album. Freddie Mercury would have been the 4th solo album for that band, and he put one out.
Yeah.
But it never broke up the band.
No.
That whole thing never happened.
I think they needed to build a drama.
Yeah, it was kind of cliche. That's your typical. Yeah, it's like, oh, really?
Yeah.
And Mary.
Yes.
Is that her name?
Who is also now Rami Malek's girlfriend.
Seems to be.
Because they were making out. He made out with her at the Grammys when he won. So.
They kissed.
Wow, that was a little bit more than just a regular kiss.
Yeah, he actually.
It's not a kiss to a friend kind of kiss.
He said, "You're my heart," you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're
right. Yeah. That was nice that happened.
So Mary was actually Brian May's girlfriend.
Yes.
They were dating, and Freddie Mercury said, "Are you guys serious?" He said no, and he asked her out on a date.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Also, Smile. Freddie Mercury was a fan of Smile.
Yeah.
He would actually heckle them. They said the reports that he would heckle them during their live show saying, I could do it better. He basically waited. The front man said, I'm kind of done with this.
Yeah.
He left, and Freddie Mercury said, can I have the gig? It didn't happen the way it happened in the movie. I understand the movie.
Make it entertaining. You tell a story.
Also, the one thing that did bother me.
That's why it's called a movie and not a documentary.
I know, but these facts are way more interesting than the actual what was portrayed on screen.
You only got to do it in a certain amount of time. It was already a 2-hour long movie, so they couldn't make it go much longer.
Well,
They also left out that they played a Roy Orbison song that's a big hit of theirs that they couldn't get the rights to, so they couldn't play it during the Live Aid part. So
I kind of feel like biopics, and I saw the trailer to Elton John.
like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff in Vice that didn't happen either.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I know.
there's always
But I feel like, but Vice was
you're making a movie. You're not making a documentary.
was way different.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, so the Steve Jobs, a lot of that stuff didn't happen as
Yes.
well. I feel like they're taking a formula of taking their main hits or their main things and then working the drama around those main things to give you a big picture.
Yes.
But details of what really happened doesn't matter as long as you make it dramatic for the moviegoer.
Yeah.
And I feel like Elton John, I'm not that interested about that movie anymore. I saw the trailer and I'm like,
Man.
I feel like they're trying to literally repeat what we just saw with Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's like you saw with every music movie.
Not really, because the Johnny Cash one was amazing, and that was more factual, and it wasn't like that.
It depends upon the way they do it.
I'm afraid they're going down a path of cookie cutter biopics. That's all I'm saying. And I haven't seen Rocket Man. I could be totally wrong.
If you saw the James Brown one, it was kind of sort of
I never
the same.
saw that one.
The Ray Charles one was kind of sort of the
I
same.
did see the Ray Charles one.
Yeah.
But that was so long ago.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, they're all kind of like, even like, if you go back to like the one that Dennis Quaid did for Great Balls of Fire with Jerry Lee Lewis, it's basically the same. They're all like that kind of glossy.
I don't know. I would have to watch all those to tell you, but I'm just saying in this case only, the reality was way more interesting than what we got. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen, I like the movie a lot.
Yeah.
I still like the movie. Just hearing those things made me feel kind of like, yeah, they could have done it better.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
a
all.
movie. You just gotta pick and choose.
I understand it's a movie.
You
I'm just saying
you gotta make it interesting for people to watch.
like I said,
If you just had like,
I feel
if you took the part where like instead of him deciding to go solo, and it was just like, well, they're all doing solo stuff. Let's just not do anything together for a while. That really wouldn't have had any.
They didn't even have to go. They didn't have to. That could not have happened.
No, they could have skipped that part.
Yes.
But I mean, then it wouldn't have had the thing of them coming back together for
But it was
Live
contrived.
Aid and
It was
that kind of thing.
Also, Freddie Mercury, which I thought this, and I'm watching the movie going, wow, he's like really like giving it to people right out of the bat. He was a shy person.
Yeah.
So him giving shit to his dad right out of the bat like that, and then like.
Well, you don't know how he was at home.
They said he was very shy, and
yeah,
also
but when you're with your family, you're different than when you're with.
He never
other
came
people.
out to his family because his religion would have also they would have kicked him out.
I think that.
That was all phony baloney.
Well, yeah, supposedly, yeah.
Yes, it was.
You don't know for a fact.
Yes, there is people
sure
that
his
could tell
family
you what
knew.
happened. He never.
He didn't actually even come out in the movie. He just kind of just said, "This is my friend."
At the end,
kind of just like,
and they held hands, and the sister looked at them like she knew.
well, you know,
I'm just saying,
It's a
reality would have been
movie.
better.
it's a movie.
I will say the good things.
Like even a better, like another biopic which I enjoyed. I saw First Man,
yeah,
the Ryan Gosling as
they screwed that up too. They didn't put American flag on the moon. Why did they cut? That makes no
whatever.
sense.
What does that have to do with anything?
It makes no. That's
You
what
are
happened.
way too critical about these things. You know that all the superheroes in the superhero movies don't have superpowers, right?
Yeah, because those are.
Star Wars doesn't really happen in space. It's not real.
But I'm not talking about those movies.
It's like,
I'm
what's
talking
the
about
difference?
movies based on real events.
Yes, but they're not really. They're
But
just
why-
loosely based.
But
On
if you're
true
gonna
events.
call a movie about Queen, I want facts about Queen, not what some guy thought up in his basement. What should be. I want what happened.
That's why at the beginning of it they say based loosely on
It
true
didn't
events.
say that. It didn't say loosely based. Actually, it didn't say anything. I don't remember.
Well, they don't like. They assumed you understand. It's not a biopic, like a verbatim documentary of everything that happened. Just other people playing the characters.
Actually, can we videotape
It's not like a
you?
Forensic Files or anything
Can we
like that. where they, like-
videotape you before every
this day.
biopic, and you'd be like, "Just so you know,
Yeah.
all I'm
By
saying
the way,
is,
idiots of America,
all I'm
this
saying,
isn't a documentary.
all I'm saying is,
he did not do it.
The reality of his situation would have been more interesting than what we got.
Freddie Mercury picked up a glass of beverage. He did not hold it in that hand that way. He held it in this way. So that ruins the movie for me completely.
Listen, I like the movie. I'm not shitting on it.
You kind of are.
No.
All right, fine.
I like it.
Anyways, people who
I'm
won
just
Oscars,
saying it would have been better if they stuck with the facts.
People who won Oscars in the Oscars last night, hailing from Springfield, Massachusetts, best costume design went to Ruth E. Carter for Black Panther.
Yes, and I told you off mic, a friend of ours worked with her at Six Flags.
Yes.
And they all went to see Black Panther together to support her, and now she won the Oscar.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Best animated short film, which I heard is excellent. That's the reason why I'm bringing it up. The movie Bao, which is based off like a bao dumpling, and it gradually gets older, and it's like loosely like a movie about life. So I heard it was extremely good. Best visual effects were First Man. I only bring that up because it was like intense. Like Claire and I watched the movie together, and Claire literally was like, I turned to her, I'm like, they're going to be okay. They actually make it to the moon and everything.
Yeah,
She's
but
like,
that's a sign of a good movie.
But it was so. She's like, it's so visceral that I'm like stressed that they're not going to survive, and it's like things are like.
Well, that's a good.
Yeah,
movie.
I know, but I was like,
when I saw Argo, I knew the outcome, but I was still on the edge of my seat.
yes, yeah,
You know?
because there's one scene in First Man where he's the first man also besides getting on the moon. He was the first man to make it into like space, basically, like break the atmosphere. And the ship that he's using, the jet or whatever it's called, loses total electrical power. So he has no control, and it's just spinning, like, violently.
Yeah.
It also happens, I think, when he goes into space in the spaceship or whatever, or in the rocket, whatever. But, yeah, so there's, like, a lot of that stuff. And she's like, you actually feel like you're, like, spinning uncontrollably.
I'm surprised that movie didn't get more accolades.
It was really early. I think that's what hurt it.
Well, it came out early. It's
That's
sort of
what I'm
Black
saying.
Panther. Black Panther
Panther
early.
was like a cultural phenomenon, whereas First Man was just a movie about going to space.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a big story.
Best cinematography went to Roma.
We don't have to go through all.
No, I'm just skipping through. Real quick.
Hey, I was very happy that Spider-Man Into the Universe
That's what I was going to say, yes.
won Best Animated.
The best documentary feature, the only thing I was going to say about it, Free Solo is the guy who solo climbed Mount Capitan, no ropes whatsoever, just free climbed it.
Why?
And they filmed him for 2 years. And the reason why I brought it up is because they had an art interview. I saw an interview with the director of it, and he said, my only fear making the movie
Is he was going to die.
was that I was going to capture on film
his death.
this guy falling through my frame and splatting across to the bottom of the ground. So that was me for like 2 years. That was all I was stressed out about.
I don't know why people do stuff like that. It's weird.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Best director went to Roma. I'm not going to try to say his name. Alfonso Cuarón.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
It was a
Best animated feature, like I said,
beautifully
was
shot
Spider-Man
film.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Which was epic. And I thought
Yes.
that I was like, I don't know how that wasn't going to win.
Yeah. Oh, the moment it came out, I'm like, this better be nominated and this better win.
Yeah, although Isle of Dogs, I was like, that's
Still haven't seen it yet.
very much Oscar-y. Wes Anderson.
Did you see it?
It's on HBO.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I've been dying to see it.
Yeah, Best Supporting Actress was Regina King for If Beale Street Could Talk, which I heard is really good. I haven't seen it yet. Best Supporting Actor was the guy from Moonlight for Green Book. Best Actress.
Ali.
Yeah.
Allah. He's really good.
Mahershala Ali. He's in True Detective.
He's very good.
Did you watch this year's True Detective?
I'm gonna wait till it's over. I've
ended
heard
last
good
night.
things. Oh, it ended?
Yeah. Last night was the finale. Because I think that's what Claire's doing today. She has today off. I think she's binging the True Detective.
Yeah, I heard.
So I watched the first episode with her, and I'm like, I'm not going to see this. You can watch it.
Oh, well, just a plug.
I'm not a big True Detective person.
We this month is 25 years later webpage. They do all TV and movies and stuff, and one of their shows is they cover week to week True Detective, and they said yes, it's harkened back to season 1, which I loved. So I'm very excited to watch it.
All right, I know Steven Dorff's in it, so that's a good sign.
Which is weird. Well, I don't know Steven Dorff.
I don't know. That's what I said.
But I heard he's good.
It was like they like were selling it on HBO, and they were like, from Moonlight, Academy Award-winning actor.
Yeah,
blah, 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 Ali.
And Steven Dorff.
And then they're like, and Steven Dorff. I'm like, how
You
did
remember
Steven
him?
Dorff
Wait. The last thing I saw.
Remember him from Girl Next Door?
I remember from The Gate. But Steven Dorff did those.
Blade?
He did Blade, but wasn't he doing commercials for the fucking e-cigarettes?
E-cigarettes or something. Yeah.
Sellout.
But he was in Girl Next Door.
Was he?
Yeah, he played the director, the movie director.
Wow. Did he?
Yeah.
Was he a kid? He wasn't a kid.
No, he was like in his probably.
But isn't The Girl Next Door about a bunch of teenagers?
Yeah, but he was the guy that was the porn director that Alicia Cuthbert was working for.
Oh, man, I gotta watch that movie again. I forgot.
It's worth the watch.
Well, yes, it is.
Best actress. That was terrible. Best actress, Olivia Colman for The Favorite.
Yep.
Best actor, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes, needless to say, I'm happy for him, and I still like the movie.
Okay.
Even though...
Good to know. Best original musical score, Black Panther.
Yes.
Which I was excited for. Let's see here. Best original song, Hello, with Lady Gaga.
Sing it for me, because I honestly don't know how the song goes.
It's basically just Bradley Cooper
It's
and
not
Lady Gaga
memorable.
going Hello for like 2 or 3 minutes.
So the lyrics are shallow?
Yes.
Here, you be Bradley Cooper, I'll be Lady Gaga.
Okay. Bradley Cooper's like,
Remember?
hey there, girl.
Okay.
How you living?
And then what does Lady Gaga
Lady
say?
Gaga does this basically the same thing, but in a female voice.
Okay, but what are the lyrics again?
Hey there, and then she goes, hey there, boy.
Hey there, boy.
And then,
okay, ready?
And then they go, hello.
All right, let's do it.
We're reading the
All right, let's do it. So, once again, hey there,
Hey there, boy.
La 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 la.
Blah, 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 blah,
We're in the
blah,
shallow.
blah. No. This is just the beginning part. And
Okay.
then they go, then they do the chorus, which is, we're in the shallow. And then she goes, hey there.
Boy, we're in the shallow.
Yeah. And then they go, then she does it. Then after that, they do the shallow thing again.
Uh-huh.
And then she goes, all
right. How about
then they go, in the shallow.
All right.
And that's the whole song.
Okay, I'll follow you.
No, that's it. I'm not doing it.
No, let's do it. Ready?
No.
Ready?
All right.
Hey there.
No, I just sing my part.
Oh, we're singing to each other back and
Yes.
forth. Oh, okay, do it.
Yeah, I do my part,
And I'll
you
do my
your
part. Okay.
and then they do the chorus
Together.
and then they do like they're deep in the shallows
Together.
together. And then she does her weird like
Thing.
cattle call thing,
Okay.
and then they just say shallow again
Together.
and that's the whole song.
Okay, ready?
Hey there, girl. Rah, 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 rah.
Hey there, boy. La 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 la.
We're in the shallows.
Shallows.
Then you like go.
Shallow.
Song over. Best song of the year.
I felt it at the end. I got a little tingle, and I felt like I should have kissed you.
You might have. You might have. Like they always look like they're about to.
That's acting.
Yes, that is acting.
But she did break up with her fiance.
And he did not break up with whatever he's dating. Who every
He's
time they
married.
showed a picture of her, like he was with his mom, and his mom and him were like happy, and she was always looking off into a different angle. Every picture.
That was his mom? I thought it was his
think
wife.
it's his mom. No, the lady that was on the other side of him.
Oh, but
the
there was
little
a
short lady.
But there was a tall woman. I
That's
think it's
his wife. But the little short lady that was next to him was his mom.
You know, give it a week. The next big scandal: Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
I think they're more like brother-sister relationship than that kind of relationship.
Or they're just actors.
But they seem like in other like interviews and videos of them, they seem like it's that kind of relationship, like bosom buddies kind of relationship,
Yeah.
not sexual, plutonic, as the kids say nowadays.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, then, best picture was Green Book,
Now,
which I know you have issues with.
No, I liked Green Book. I suggest everybody go see it, and I'm happy.
I want to see it.
I personally felt Vice, for me,
It's another music movie, Green Book.
There's a little music in
Kind of a biopic.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a biopic. It's a little music.
I
There's
wonder if
not
you knew
much.
the history behind that, if you'd still like it.
Yeah.
Or you would still like give it all the grief and aggravation you give Bohemian Rhapsody.
Honestly, when you watch Green Book,
I don't think the guy was white that drove the car. I think the guy that was black drove the car, and the white guy was the musician.
no. Green Book, it's a little fantasy.
It's a little too Italian for me.
He's kind of stereotypical Italian.
He's very stereotypical Italian.
Yeah. I mean,
You could definitely, in all the clips I've seen of it, you can say that's basically every Peter Farrelly movie. Every Farrelly Brothers type movie, it's that movie.
it had good humor.
They all have the same
Yes.
feel.
It was a feel-good movie.
It's like Stuck
but
on
it
You,
shouldn't have been a
but with
feel-good
music.
movie. You felt at the end, it was so like la-da-da. I don't know how to put this in words, but it was very like whimsical at the
Yes.
end. And you're like, well, this movie was about racism in the 70s, the Midwest. It should have been a little bit more hard, but they hit the beats. They just
Yeah.
went through the beats.
Yeah.
It was it's a snapshot about this life, like
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody, like Vice. These movies were all just quick
Yeah.
snapshots of someone's life,
Yeah.
these big beats. So,
That's why it's called a movie. and
but
not a
Green
documentary.
Book was a little like, it was glossy. It was very
Yeah.
glossy for the subject matter.
Got ya.
Okay? When you watch it, the humor's good. I laughed. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought the acting was spectacular. But it was weird because you're kind of like, am I supposed to
Now, here's the
be
thing.
mad or laugh? I don't know
Yeah.
what to do here.
Here's the thing that I kind of thought going through all the Oscar stuff. I mean, I know Black Panther, the first like African American superhero, and how great that was, and how great it is. But my other thing is, I was kind of surprised Avengers Infinity War didn't get more attention.
Well, it's up for. It got nominated.
But I'm saying more like Oscar buzz around it. It was a very,
Yeah, but that's a
very traumatic movie. Like,
Well,
if you actually watch it, if it wasn't superheroes, and that storyline was done, it was very intense. It was very,
I don't even know how you could do it without it being.
No, but I'm
superheroes.
saying, like, if it was just the wasn't, you know what I mean? If that storyline was put in with just, like, a movie by itself.
Yeah, it's
and
called
not-
Leftovers.
Yeah. But I'm saying it was still, like,
Basically, the Leftovers.
but it was the origin story of Leftovers, basically.
I know. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
So it was interesting because we were at this thing yesterday. And, I was talking to Matt
Yes.
Ryan about. I go, yeah, I love the Oscars. I go, it's my Super Bowl. I don't really care about football, but I love the Oscars. And it was interesting because he was just kind of like, oh, well, who do you think's the win for Best Picture? And don't tell me Black Panther, like that. And I'm like, that's kind of a silly thing to say.
Because I don't think he thinks that it's...
I get it, but it's nominated. And honestly, all tides raise ships. And in the comic book industry, let's play the what if game. I know you're reading a text.
No, I'm reading, I'm listening.
You're reading and listening?
Yes.
What are you
I
reading?
can do both. Just a thing on Facebook.
Okay, so here's a what if.
Yes.
What if Black Panther won yesterday?
Best Picture?
Yeah. What if? Just right
We'd be in a
now.
whole different world today, where we'd be.
Now,
Every superhero movie from now on would be more of a think piece than it is.
a lot of them can be think pieces.
But you know what I mean? I'm saying it'd be more
But the bar would
in depth. The bar would be much higher,
Yeah.
which is why it didn't win.
What do you mean?
Because those.
Well, no, we're playing a what if game. It won.
Okay.
It
then
won. What's today like?
Endgame would have to be.
Well, Endgame is already edited. It's
No,
in
but
the
I'm
can.
saying, but
It's coming
Endgame
out.
would have to be.
I don't think it would affect the Rose movies.
No, it would. It would. It would affect every comic book movie that comes out from now on.
No, I don't think
Every
so.
comic movie that comes out from now on would be set to that standard.
Yeah, but the MCU is already, the standard's already been set with
But now the
these
standard
movies.
to be raised. Because now you'd have one of them won an Oscar for Best Picture.
It would be pretty, well,
So every other movie that comes out after that would be like, that wasn't as good as Black Panther because Black Panther won Best Picture. But
so you're
Infinity-
saying the attitude.
Yes.
The movies don't have to. The movies are gonna when the
No, they're not
movies.
going to change the way the movies are made.
That's what I thought you were saying.
But I think it would gradually change the way the movies are made.
Well, yes.
It wouldn't happen to Endgame, but whatever the ones after that, that's in production right now and they're filming, would be totally redone.
I think if Black Panther won, part of me wanted it to win, a little part of me, because it would be a big FU to all the people who constantly shit on superhero movies.
Oh, I agree. I also think
like the Bill Maher's, all those people that like to be like a big FU.
My thing about it is I think nominating Black Panther was like the let's see how this goes kind of thing. Like, let's see how people react to nominating a superhero movie for an Oscar.
Well, superhero movies have been nominated for Oscars. I know,
but I mean
never
for Best Picture. But I mean,
yeah.
I think that's what it is. And I think that their thought process is Endgame's going to be, like, Best Picture quality. That's their aim. I think that's always their aim. I don't think they're ever aiming to not make the Best Picture possible.
Their quality, the seal of approval is very high for them.
So I think, like, it's like if, Black Panther gets nominated, it kind of sets up that when we release this one, people will be more like, wow, if Black Panther was nominated for Best Picture, this one could win Best Picture.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's great it got nominated. In that group, that pool of movies, I don't think it deserved the win. I think there were better movies in that pool.
Exactly. I think
but
I definitely think the thought process
in the what if
Academy
scenario
of doing the most like popular film category,
which people balked at,
because people are like, oh well, why is it most popular? Why do they?
I know.
Can't just be
people
because they're not the same.
Yeah.
Like there shouldn't be technically, in my opinion, there's not a Best Picture category. It's like that's not a Best Picture category. It's like Best Drama, like the Golden Globes do. Best Drama, Best Comedy, which even still, that's still not.
They haven't caught up with the times.
Yeah,
because it's comedy and musical,
which
and they still put dramas in there or something. Yeah. Like Vice was in there.
Yeah, which isn't a comedy or a musical.
It is comedy. There's comedy in it, but it's not.
It's not a comedy. Only because it's directed by Adam McKay, who does comedy movies.
Yeah,
they put it in with that. Like they technically could have done the same thing with Green Book.
Didn't they?
It wasn't in that category.
No, it was in drama.
Yeah, it was in drama. So it was just, they
haven't caught up with the times.
Yeah, there's always that weird.
But I think the Oscars, I think it was great that Black Panther won 3 things, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
This is not the first time comic book movies have been nominated for other awards, but this is like the first time I think one won 3 in one night. I don't think we've ever had that before.
Well, I usually like Star Wars is usually like the one that was always the good for sound editing, sound mixing. But I'm saying, like as more of the popular type movies, like those movies, like Indiana Jones and those
don't
movies
forget,
are always good for like sound editing, sound.
Heath Ledger won.
Best score, best.
Heath Ledger won for the Joker.
Yeah,
which was a big. I mean, yes, he passed away.
Yeah, which
but
I don't
that
know
was
if he would have won if he hadn't.
But still, he got it. That was a win.
For him.
A win.
Yeah.
So
I think Christian Bale could have possibly.
I think he's still my favorite Batman.
Well, not Michael Keaton. So
he's okay. He's good.
Yeah.
I like them both.
Yeah.
But I like the Christian Bale movies better.
Yeah.
But if Black Panther won, I would be like a big FU to the outliers, to the people who are constantly shitting on it.
Yeah, which is not going to happen. They're not going to give.
I know, but
the Best Picture Oscar to a superhero movie anytime soon.
But hold on, this is like I'm saying. This is my what if scenario.
Yeah.
If it had happened, it would have been a kick in the pants, to a lot of people, and I think it would have been even better for the industry, the comic book industry. Those Black Panther comic books would have skyrocketed even more, and. All those grumpy old men who sell comic books who bitch and moan, these movies, and then they're going to be like, have dollar signs in their eyes going, yeah, whatever, it's sold out, but yeah, $90 for issue 1, sure. Even those assholes would be making money.
Yeah.
Because they are out there.
Yes.
But, it didn't win, but he got nominated.
Some of them were there yesterday.
Yeah, I know they are. I know.
$800 for a book. Why?
Yeah.
Anyway,
those are the Oscars.
Those are the Oscars. Those are our Oscar review. For those of you who hadn't seen the Oscars, I hope you didn't pay attention too much.
And I liked Melissa McCarthy when they came out for...
Best costume design.
That was hilarious with all the rabbits.
Yeah.
And overall, it's a good show. It was done by 11-ish.
Yeah, it was right around news time.
Queen kicked ass. Adam Lambert kicked ass. I thought that was a great performance.
If they were playing on Broadway, it'd be even better.
What do you mean if they're playing on Broadway?
I don't like his singing.
Really? He did a great job.
He's just... it's too Broadway-y for me.
You're ruining Queen for me.
It's not Queen.
Oh,
it's Queen with Adam Lambert.
Yes, but he's the new lead singer.
Yeah.
They went on a tour.
I know.
I want to see him on tour now.
I would still see him on tour. It's just his voice is very Broadway.
I guess. I think he sounded pretty good. I
didn't say he was a bad singer. It's just it's not my cup of tea. Anyways, Brian, coming up in October, Triple Force Friday.
Yes, Triple Force Friday.
The latest in tradition of Star Wars product launches. It's set for October 4th.
What's that day? Was it laying down?
I'm assuming it's a Friday.
Oh, it's Force Friday. So that means they're going to do midnight on Thursday.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But we don't have a Toys R Us anymore.
But we have a Target, and we have Walmart.
I know.
And we have online. The event will see the debut of brand new products inspired by 3 of the year's biggest Star Wars releases, including the highly anticipated final installment of the Skywalker Saga, Star Wars Episode 9, which we still don't have a name for, which I'm assuming we won't get till probably D23.
I mean, they just finished...
Or they just finished Principal Photography this past weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming we're kind of getting close to getting a name.
Probably.
Probably April, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's usually when we get it. Last time we got it Super Bowl. So we're actually behind schedule. So
no, we got it in the spring. We got Solo at the Super Bowl. Oh, the year before that?
The year before that, we got the release of the trailer was during the Super Bowl.
No.
The first trailer.
No.
Yeah, Force Awakens.
It wasn't Super Bowl. It was a football game. It was like a Monday. We saw the first trailer on
Monday night?
A Thursday or something.
But the name came out, though, in August, I think. At D23.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or Comic-Con.
Life's moving too quickly. I don't know.
Yeah, anyways.
You're probably right.
Episode 9, and in the first ever Star Wars live-action series, The Mandalorian, which is set to debut on the upcoming streaming service Disney+. And the latest title from EA and Respawn, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. A brand new action-adventure game.
I hope it's good.
Releasing at the holiday season.
Yeah, because they always have a Star Wars game come out for the movie to kind of help promote the movie.
Yes.
So, pretty cool. I'm excited.
The products will be spanning categories from toys to collectibles, housewares, books, apparel, and more. Will go on sale beginning at 12:01 a.m. on October 4th.
Yeah, I think what they're going to try to do, J.J. Abrams and I'm sure Disney, is going to try to recapture that Force Awakens magic and really promote and push Star Wars from October till it comes out on everything, because this is going to be the last one for a while. So and this is the last Skywalker thing. Also, for a lot of naysayers and haters, this could be a redemption because they didn't like Last Jedi. So a lot is riding on this movie.
Yes, and if you go to StarWars.com, they have more information on it. But they also are hard selling the D23 Expo, which is the Ultimate Disney fan event, which is basically like Comic-Con for Disney fans, which happens in August in Anaheim. I think
we'll get a trailer then.
That's where we're going to get everything. You're going to get a lot of stuff of that one.
Yeah. No, when's the Star Wars celebration? They might announce the name at that.
We'll probably get I think that's when it was last time.
I think we'll get the name at Star Wars. I think that's in the summer, July or something. Because I know they didn't have it last year, didn't they?
They have it every year. I think we got Solo at that.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars celebration takes place in April.
Okay.
April 11th through 15th in Chicago.
So I bet you we'll get a name.
Yep.
At least. Because the trailer won't be ready.
We might get a teaser. Yeah.
Millennium Falcon just flying again and the name.
Well, also, too, you got to think, too, besides that being Star Wars year, you also have Galaxy's Edge opening up in spring in Disneyland and fall in Disney World. So that's another thing that's going to be going on too. So that's going to be a lot of Star Wars this year.
Yeah, I think it's a good.
A lot of Star Wars.
They'll promote the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm also excited for Star Wars to kind of like try to like just settle, because I get burnt out of just hearing people complain.
Isn't this like the
just
next
like
trilogy
so
going to be like 2 years
of it.
away? Like not like.
No, they haven't even announced anything. Nobody started anything.
But I thought the guy that directed The Last Jedi
Rian Johnson's working on one.
is working on one, and the guys from Game of Thrones are working on something.
Yeah, but that hasn't been announced.
Well, they've been announced that they're working on them.
Bob Iger,
The Disney guy.
yes, they said they realized their mistakes of putting too much Star Wars out, and they were going to take their time. They said it was too much.
Yeah.
And they were right. And I mean,
it didn't like really go crazy. I mean, it really was
a Star Wars
nuts.
movie every year. It was a little too much.
It was. The idea was a little much. The actual stuff that happened wasn't crazy. They just made one bad decision and released Solo in the summer, and not in the winter. I mean, I think if they had not done that, we'd still be seeing a Star Wars movie every year.
You know what though? I just want to rest.
I know what I'm saying, but I think if Solo had come out in December of last year,
I agree with you. I agree.
This year we'd be getting another.
After this movie, I just want
next year. I mean, we'd be getting another Star Wars.
I just
story.
want Star Wars to kind of like let us miss it, give us a chance to miss it, and be excited for it.
Yeah.
Because once you get into this rhythm of it just coming out, I don't know. I can't eat Chinese food every day, but I love it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to eat it every day because I want to love it when I have it.
Yeah.
That's my analogy for this. I love Star Wars enough that I want to miss it a little bit.
I'd say the same thing about Mexican food.
There you go.
Chinese food, I'd say.
But if you have Mexican food Monday through Friday, by Friday you're like, I don't know if I want this
I'd say that, but there's a whole country that's what they do every day. So I don't know.
But you're not.
That's true.
For you it is, because it's something you don't have normally. Like Mexicans, if they had American food every day, they might be like, this is gross after a while. I want to eat my normal food. You know?
What is American normal food, though?
Hamburgers, hot dogs, corn on the cob.
Steaks, frozen meals.
Man dinners.
Man dinners.
Corn dogs.
Yeah.
You know, like shit like that?
No.
Yeah, but if you had to eat it every day, you'd be sick of it.
I don't like it. I don't like it anyways. I wouldn't eat it anyways.
Well, then there you go. Who are these people?
I do pot pies. That's about I like pot pies. But I can eat those every day. I really could. Chicken pot pies. Good stuff.
2 days tops on those things.
Yeah.
They are good, but I couldn't do it after. Homemade chicken pot pies are amazing.
Claire made homemade chicken pot pie last week.
Yeah, you can't beat homemade.
I ate it literally the whole week.
Yeah, homade's good.
The best.
The frozen stuff's all right.
Yeah,
it does its job.
It's a placeholder.
Yeah. Homemade.
Yeah,
good.
It's good stuff. It was excellent. She didn't do a crust on the bottom. She just did a crust on top.
Ooh. The crust at the bottom always sticks to the pan.
Exactly.
You don't need it.
Yeah. She made her own gravy and everything. It was good.
It's good.
Good eats.
Jeez. Can't wait till dinner now.
I know, right? I got lunch waiting for me. So.
Well, anyway.
Anywho.
I know the big controversy this weekend, which nobody... Well, we're all...
No one else... Which everyone's talking about because it's distraction news and not actual news.
It's still news. If
it was anyone else, they wouldn't even reported on it.
Robert Kraft...
Got caught at a rub and tug.
And I think it was Tom Brady dressed as a woman. You see those memes?
Meme ever.
Tom Brady wearing a wig? That's hilarious. Come on. I know Tom Brady is an amazing athlete. Listen, I'm not questioning how good he is. I know he's good. I have nothing bad to say about him, but it's a funny thing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing for him.
Who, Tom Brady?
No, for Robert Kraft.
It's kind of embarrassing for the New England Patriots, though. It's kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It takes the wind out of their sails.
Not really. They still won a championship.
Did you hear what people are doing? So I read an article. People that adamantly hate the Patriots,
which is everyone outside of New England,
are going to the place of Florida and taking photos of themselves outside the venue with their thumbs up.
Good for them.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Bunch of losers. Call me when your team wins a game.
They love it.
Of course they do. It's just like when I was younger, I'd probably do the same thing if something like a Yankees guy did something. I would do the same thing.
Yeah. They love it.
It's just,
But I
people hate winners.
Listen,
People like seeing rich people get taken down.
I have nothing against the New England Patriots, but I think if this was this thing about
Rub and tugs? Human trafficking?
Human trafficking.
I was going to wait and see if you'd get to it.
I think there's a bigger
He wasn't
problem.
a part of it, though.
His money went to the cause.
I know, but he didn't be like, hey, are these women human trafficked?
Would it change
I want them to be the ones that rub
Would
and
it change
tug
your
me.
mind if we
Not
find
one
out?
of them Americans. Don't give me no American rub and tug. I want a human trafficked rub and tug.
Would it change your mind if we found out these are underage girls?
Yes.
What's the difference?
Because they're underage.
But these women are against their will, being put in this situation.
Robert Kraft doesn't know that.
It doesn't matter. He can be like an American and go to a strip bar. I don't know. Why does he go to Florida?
He lives there. He has a house there.
He's from Massachusetts.
But he has a house there.
So you can be closer to this place.
No, it's only he lives in Palm Beach. He has a house in Palm Beach.
See, the thing is, they have video of him being
it's only like 45 minutes.
Twice.
It's only like 45 minutes from where his house is.
You know what's interesting, though?
There's like a lot of other people were caught there, too. It wasn't like Robert Kraft was the only guy that was caught there.
A lot of millionaires.
Like a former head of Citigroup. Yes. A couple other executives from other companies.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
So it wasn't like it was just Robert Kraft was the only guy that was in there getting a rub and tug.
They were getting more than rub and tugs.
Well,
it was prostitution.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They were.
Well, that's what they call rub and tugs or prostitution at this point.
They weren't just jerking them off.
I know, but I'm saying that's also falls into the realm.
I don't know. I think the whole thing's a little weird. I don't know. Has it calmed down over the weekend, or is it still
kind of?
People were talking about it yesterday, joking about it.
I mean, it wasn't that. It's embarrassing for him, is what it really boils down to.
Yes, and the New England Patriots.
Well, the organization, like, he's 77 years old. His son also is basically running the whole team, basically, at this point. And his father's just basically the figurehead guy. So if push comes to shove...
They could just make him do it.
They could make... Like, Robert Kraft could hand the team over to his son.
Bequeath the team to his son.
Yeah. But...
I want it to be like Game of Thrones.
I don't think that's, like, the way you want to stop owning the team. Is because you got caught... getting a prostitute. I think that's like his out plan that he was planning on doing.
Nobody plans that. But I think the only sticking point for me is if this was what it was.
I think all he has to do is pay a fine.
Oh, he's a millionaire. He doesn't have to do
but
much.
I'm saying even if it was you or I, all you'd have to do is pay a fine because all he was charged with was soliciting a prostitute.
Yes, this is true.
So that's all his crime was.
You get a good lawyer, be done.
He doesn't even need like a good lawyer. He just needs a regular lawyer to just.
But he's a millionaire. He'll have a great lawyer.
No, all he needs is a person just to hand the check over. That's all he needs, and he'll be given like either probation.
If it was you or me, we'd be in jail. For him,
no, we wouldn't be in jail either. We just get like the same thing. You get put in
Connecticut. What is? I would be in jail.
You get arrested.
We'd be arrested.
You'd be released after you go to the court for it. And you get like a summons to return to court, and you go back, and they say, "All right, your first time being arrested for this, you pay a fine and you get probation, or you have to go to like a community service."
Oh, second Boston billionaire.
So
Robert Kraft, not the biggest name in South Florida prostitution thing.
I'm assuming there was going to be more people that were going to gradually filter out, but I think that was the first name that they knew, so they were like, ooh, and it's Florida, like, we got this guy, so we're gonna throw it out there.
Ooh, Adam Schefter? Wait,
Adam Schefter is the
guy from ESPN. He said that I'm also told that Robert Kraft is not the biggest name involved. Nearly 200 arrest warrants have been issued.
Yes.
Holy shit. And a massive human trafficking case across multiple South Florida counties.
It was a huge thing. But I mean, got to make sure you say Robert Kraft was not arrested for the human trafficking. Robert Kraft was arrested for being a customer at a spa that was doing rub and tugs.
Trying to make it sound better.
Or pleasure. No, but that's what he was actually charged with. He's not charged with human trafficking. All the articles, like even the TMZ article when it first came out, said Robert Kraft arrested in human trafficking sting.
No, but that gets the clicks.
But he wasn't arrested for that. He was arrested for soliciting a prostitute at a massage parlor.
I agree with you.
Which, unfortunately, many people have probably been arrested for multiple times. Just so happened that the people that were running it were scumbags and were human trafficking women and making them...
Oh, yeah, those people are just... Well, they got them.
Give
because
massages
it was a sting.
Yeah.
Oh, this was 2 hours ago. NFL confirms possible Robert Kraft suspension.
Yeah, they're going to suspend him.
But what does that mean as an owner? You miss 5 games?
You just don't get to go to the game. You get to sit at home and watch the games on TV.
Fine could be coming...
The highest fine he could pay is $500,000.
Fine could be coming based on outcome of legal process.
Yeah. So it's like as much as they can fine an owner is $500,000, and they could suspend him for, like Jim Irsay, who was the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, was arrested for cocaine possession and pill possession and like an OUI.
Mm-hmm.
He was suspended for 6 games, and he was fined a maximum of $500,000. So, in my opinion, Robert Kraft's crime is not as bad as that is. I think he would.
You were a player. He should have been kicked off.
No, he was an owner of the team, the Indianapolis Colts.
No, he should have been.
And he still owns the team and everything.
Wow. Former 49ers owner Eddie was suspended a full year and fined $1 million.
Yeah, because he was
for gambling
scandal. Gambling and tax evasion.
If Kraft is suspended to start the year, he will not be present for the Patriots rising for the 6th title banner under his watch as owner. So we'll see. We'll wait and see. Jesus. It's getting bigger. That's big news, man. It is real news.
But it's not as big a news as there's other stuff going on in the world.
Oh, I agree.
Like, I don't think it needs to lead the news at night.
Well, it's the sex trafficking thing is the part. It exposes sex trafficking.
Yeah, but that's not what he's being...
But he was there. That's what the sting was. I get what you're saying. I think we're saying the same things, but differently. So Kevin Feige promises that the Disney Plus shows will be directly connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I can't speak. I don't know how I feel about these shows. I don't know if I'll be watching them, really.
Right,
I mean,
so
maybe
going back to the Robert Kraft thing.
Yeah.
In Connecticut, if you're caught for prostitution, solicitation, and permitting prostitution, there are Class A misdemeanors punishable by up to 1 year in prison and up to $2,000 in fines.
Yeah, see,
First-degree promoting prostitution and enticing a minor is give you up to 20 years in prison and up to $15,000 in fines. Second degree, 10 years and $10,000. Third degree, 5 years and $5,000.
See, we would see jail time. Robert Kraft's going to see none of that.
That's the Florida law. It's not anything to do with
because he's a millionaire. He's not going to see jail
but in
time.
Florida, the penalty, the first time penalty is you just pay a fine, and that's it. You don't get any jail time.
But see, they have footage of him going twice, so would that count as if he was?
If he's charged twice,
yeah,
but he's only charged once
so far.
Then that's all.
Anyway,
whatever.
It happened.
The
Disney Plus thing.
Disney Plus. Have they announced a date for when it's coming out? I heard fall.
The Marvel shows headed to Disney Plus streaming service will be entirely connected to the MCU.
Heading to or restarting?
They will all be connected to the MCU.
No, I'm saying Are they saying new Marvel shows?
Yeah.
So like Loki and the other ones that they're starting?
Okay.
Not on the Netflix stuff.
Those are dead.
I know. I just like to just making sure people know what we're talking about. So some people think that those shows...
You thought those shows were going to go to the Plus, but they're not.
I don't think they're going to go to the Plus.
They're never going to go to the Plus.
Hulu, because Hulu's now reaching out to Disney and saying, hey, we'll take your Marvel shows that you can't air on Netflix.
Yes, Hulu said they're interested.
And we will air them on ours. So I think that's where they're going.
Yes. But you were like, they're going to go to... No, because Disney Plus is going to be family friendly.
Yes.
They don't want Jessica Jones and Luke Cage banging on their streaming service. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Loki will star Tom Hiddleston.
Yes.
And some actor who has played the part in several Marvel Cinematic Universe films, including Thor, The Avengers, Avengers Infinity War. Unlike the Netflix shows featuring characters like Daredevil and yada, 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 the Disney Plus shows will directly connect to the larger universe. Wow.
Yeah.
These will be Marvel Studio productions. Marvel Studio president Kevin Feige told comicbook.com they will be entirely interwoven with both the current MCU, the past MCU, and the future of the MCU. Wow. That's crazy. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And also, he said they are not going to announce anything post-Avengers Endgame or Spider-Man Far From Home until post-Endgame and Spider-Man, Feige said in the same interview. So we're going to get nothing until those two movies come out.
Wow.
It makes sense.
It does make sense.
Because you got to hold back a little bit. Because
you don't want to give away too many things.
Yes, because if they gave us a rundown.
It's bad enough we already, like, people are already like, oh, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
Spider-Man survives the snapping, so...
Exactly.
And how is that universe, like, still nothing, look like nothing happened? Everyone's happy hunky-dory.
Well, thank God it comes out after. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But exactly. It kind of felt like Far From Home should have been the trailer at the end of Endgame. I feel like that trailer should not have come out so soon.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it, though. Still staying pure. Not going to watch it till after Endgame. I'll probably see it. They'll probably show it before Endgame.
There will be a trailer before Endgame.
You know, Endgame, still haven't watched the new trailer for that. I don't want to know anything.
Missing much.
There's
not much in the trailers.
I don't want to know anything.
They really don't show you anything in the trailers.
I understand, but...
Like, all you see is everyone knows is the...
Everyone's going to go see it. All we need is a black screen with Endgame, and we're sold.
Yeah.
Right?
Basically.
We all want to go see the ending.
We all want to know what happens in the snapping and how it resolves.
So, I mean...
How they get this all back together again.
And we're so close. We have Captain
Marvel,
and then Endgame.
Yeah, which will probably have an Endgame trailer before it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'll end up seeing it then. So.
Yeah, and you'll be like, oh, no!
Oh, no, why?
Like in that movie theater, la, 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 your fingers in your ears. Having Francia hold his hands over your eyes so you can't watch it.
Tell me
when it's over.
Why?
And you put your head down on his lap, and it's just weird. That's what Francia would do.
All right, Mark.
Yes.
I think it's been a show.
I think we should end this show with Shallow and see how it really sounds.
Shallow.
So you can get the full...
Should we sing with it?
No. No one wants to hear that again.
All right. Let's sing. Here, let's try to do our rendition of Shallow together.
Let's not.
Let's do it. I'll be Lady Gaga, you be Bradley Cooper. Let's do a commentary. Doesn't the beginning of the song sound like an old 90s?
It sounds like every song ever written.
I will be with you. Like
it
one
sounds
of those...
like Tracy Chapman.
Maybe.
Like, in my car. That song?
I was thinking... I gotta pause it now. That beginning guitar line... One of those old R&B 90s artists... will always... Like Boyz II Men. That's what reminds me of Boyz II Men.
Like Color Me Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you reading Facebook again?
No.
You in Facebook. All right, let's do this. I like the song, but there's no hook for me to... I don't remember what it sounds like. All right, you be Bradley.
All right. Tell me something, girls. All you live in this southern world. Learn words. This is what Claire says all the time. I don't know lyrics at all. I don't. I'm terrible. I'm Bradley Cooper and I wasn't funny guy. And now I'm emotional. Remember before I was with Jennifer Lawrence.
He's a good singer. I'll give him that.
He's not really singing though. He's just like wordy.
All right, here's mine. I'm coming up.
Yes, here you
Here we go. Tell me something I don't know. I don't know why my acting career, people like me.
She's a decent actress.
I'm okay at times.
At least she's playing in her lane. She's not like...
Subpar at most.
What are you talking about?
I'm Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Gaga.
I'm Lady Gaga. Myself asking me why I got nominated.
Because there's songs like a...
And something beeped in my ear. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that. What was it? I didn't know that was...
Words and more words. I'm emotional and I'm singing to Bradley Cooper. I broke up with my fiance for you.
That's not true. You see the diamond on her necklace though?
Will you break up with your wife? I am waiting so we can be together. I might poison her after the show. Me and you can run away. I have to have your babies.
Oh my god. You know what I call this part of the song?
Amazon Woman?
No, that we couldn't come up with lyrics. I'm gonna walk over to you now.
You gotta come really close to my face.
I'm gonna come sit with you at the piano.
We might kiss, we might not kiss, but
Mind if I
things
sit
are
here?
gonna happen in your pants. Shallows.
I like it in there shallow, cause I can't swim. I have to use floaties in the deep end. I'm gonna drown if I get in the shallows. I laid my head on your head.
And
Kiss me?
kiss
Maybe?
me? Kiss me?
No?
Well, I'm married, but you broke up.
Friends? No?
I'm gonna kill your wife.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
Hey.
Okay. I have a mustache.
Tim Elliott still has the best mustache in the world, you know that?
He
right?
does. He does.
He does.
Coming up, the Oscars.
Greatest voice and mustache in the world.
Well, that's how we end the show, Mark.
All right.
All right.
Claire's gonna hate us now. 'Cause
All right.
She loves that song.
Everyone's gonna hate us.
And she's gonna be folding laundry, and she's gonna hear that twice, and I'm gonna hear about it later.
All right.
So just let you know.
Fair-
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Farewell.
I see everybody next week.